Quinlan Vos from Star Wars is finally coming to League of Legends by the name of Sylas The Unshackled. So in today's video, I'm going to go over the Surrender at 20 post, which basically has everything you're going to need to know about this champion. I'm going to jump right into the gameplay and abilities part of it, because that's probably what you're here for, but just to let you know, if you do go to the post, they have things like splash arts, info about the champion, their bio, the reveal trailer as well if you want to watch that, as well as a gallery from some images from that reveal trailer, and as well as a splash art that kind of reminds me of why I made the Quinlan Vos joke as well, like him fused with Tarzan. Which, if you don't know, it's basically a Jedi Master that's like Tarzan as a Jedi, so there's that. Now, jumping right into the abilities and stuff that you're probably here for, here we go. Passive, Petrificate Burst. After casting a spell, Sylas' next basic attack whirls his chains around him, damaging nearby enemies, and here's what it looks like. So kind of like a little bit of an AoE ability for a melee champion. Not like a massive long range, but probably if he has to duel somebody, it'll give him a little bit more options against both ranged champions as he gets closer to them, and also dueling champions that maybe have a bit more mobility that try and go around him, but he can also damage stuff around him as well, so it's kind of fine, right? I'll leave that up to you as you're watching. Q. Chain Lash. Sylas lashes out with his chains, damaging and slowing enemies slightly. After a brief delay, the intersection of the chains detonates, applying an increased slow and damaging enemies again. And then once again, let's have a visual. Okay, so there are indicators, so that means this is kind of like a, for lack of a better term, a skill shot, like a double skill shot. You do have to aim it. It's not just like a point and click. That's actually pretty alright then. Again, probably linking with his passive about slowing people, and really probably trying to duel people. I don't know if he's classified as a juggernaut, but it does look like he can kind of 1v1 and fight close range pretty well so far. So let's see. W. King Slayer. What a name is that? That's a good name right there. That's a strong name. Sylas lunges at a target with a powerful strike, damaging them and healing himself. If the enemy is at low health, the damage is increased. If Sylas is at low health, the heal is increased. Oh, it's one of those kind of abilities. Alright, let's see how it looks. So it's kind of like a health execute, but not quite executing, right? Like, it'll do more damage if they're lower, but it doesn't look like it will kill them unless they're kind of already low. At the same time, if you're the one that's low, you'll get healed. So that's, again, kind of this whole 1v1 fighter duelist kind of feel to him so far is what I'm getting. I don't know what you're getting. You can comment in the comment section down below what you're getting. That's totally fine. E. Abduct? What's that first word? Why can't I read my own language? I'm sorry, y'all. E. Sylas dashes a short distance and shields himself. For a short time, he can recast the ability to whip out his chains, which excites people, stunning, damaging, and pulling himself to the first enemy hit. Visual. Okay, so my initial reaction, it's like a better hook shot from Camille, right? You don't have to hit the wall first, you just gotta dash the first time to get in range, and you can do the second dash to kind of hook somebody and be on your way. That's gonna be kind of interesting then, because like, we're gonna get into the ultimate in a second, but that ability combined with certain other abilities, I guess I'll just read the ultimate first before I can really get into this, but here we go. R. Hijack, which is pretty good for what this ability does. Sylas hijacks an enemy's ultimate for his own use. Enemies can still use their ultimate if Sylas takes them. Sylas can take an enemy's ultimate whenever hijack is off cooldown, but can't hijack the same enemy for a while later. That is how it sounds. I'll give you a visual, but it's exactly what it sounds like. Here we go. Yeah, so what I was gonna get into with Camille was like, so you could probably do this other ability that's kind of like a better Camille because you don't have to hit walls and stuff to use it, right? But then you could also maybe have Camille's ultimate just basically be like Camille. And so there you go, right? More hooks than a rap song. There we go, right there. And in terms of the gameplay, as it says down here in this post, as Sylas, you lash out with merciless magic attacks, pummeling those who would oppose you with steel and stone. Beat down your enemies with repeated chain lashes, Follow each flogging with a basic attack for whirling petrified burst, elude arrest, and position yourself with abduct before choosing to hook onto somebody with I can't say that word for whatever reason. I have a headache, I'm sorry. When your struggle becomes a matter of life or death, end the oppression with a crushing Kingslayer strike. When you reach level 6, unleash your full potential and hijack the power of your foes with a greater purpose or your own. By the late game, you can siege multiple ultimates in quick succession, using the enemy's own strength against them and bringing your revolution to a violent conclusion. In the end, they will be the ones who will kneel. So there's a couple tips and tricks down here as well. Usually they kind of have what champions like they synergize with. I wonder if they have that here or they go straight to the bio. They don't really, but I'm going to imagine if you have increased CC on your team, like in terms of synergy, this might be like a top laner or a mid laner, and you have a jungler with CC, it'll make it a lot easier to land your abilities since they're not point and clicks, right? On top of that, as a magic damage, in terms of a chain, like a team comp overall, you probably want some AD from somewhere else if you're going to have this champion. Even though when they steal ultimates, it doesn't have the numbers here specifically, but I wonder if that means that their ratio are probably going to change to whatever the ratio of the ultimate is. So maybe that specific part of it won't be as much of an issue. I don't actually know for sure. But on top of that, one question I want to leave you guys with before we end this video is, usually like when a new champion comes out, we talk about how overpowered they are or how like ridiculous an ability is, like being able to steal ultimates. I'm so happy we actually called this in our video we did last week, which I am sorry slightly about that video because as I woke up this morning, that video is blowing up and it's like, hey, that video is about the teaser. It says it in the title and the thumbnail and everything. That's about the teaser. Unfortunately, people are watching that video thinking it's about something else. Come to this video instead. That video, I don't say do not watch. Watch my videos, please, and thank you. But that's what that was about. That came out a week ago. This is going to be a video about today when this is dropped. But we predicted that they would be able to take ultimates in that video. We successfully predicted that, as did a couple other people as well. Make sure to watch other content creators' videos on this. They could probably appreciate the views also. But with that being said, what I want to leave you guys with, if I want to stop rambling here, is, usually we talk about how something's broken or overpowered or whatever based off of their kit. If they steal an ability from a champion who's not overpowered, does that also make them, like, less overpowered, right? Like, if you think Jinx right now is garbage, and your Sylas steals, like, Jinx ultimate, or you're like, well, now you're just as useless as the enemy useless Jinx, you know what I mean? Like, something like that. Or whatever champion, maybe you don't find that frustrating. On top of that, of course, it would mean, like, if the enemy Darius, let's say, is fed, and your Sylas is not, and they steal Darius's ultimate to get fed, is that, like, fair? Do you think that's actually, pretty cool? You didn't have a window back into the game. Their Darius was kind of becoming unstoppable, and suddenly your Sylas, because of this ability, helped your team get back into the game, and now you're kind of even footing once again. That's the kind of thinking questions I want to leave you guys with. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, the actual subscribe button, but I don't know which video will be next, because life can have a lot of kinks. So until next time, take care. GG, get jinxed. Thank you for watching, and enjoy pizza responsibly.